Hello and welcome to Make It Monday with Tina. We're back again and we have got a fabulous demonstration this time. I love paint pouring. You never know what you're going to get. That is so exciting, and we're going to use some really gorgeous colours, and we have got the kit we're going to use is we have 35 design space. So we're going to be using that kit, and it's got some beautiful Pebeo paints with it. So I've mixed up my white and then 3 of my colours, and I'm going to mix up my last colour now. So what I've done is I have popped, you need 4 parts of your pouring medium to 1 part of your paint, okay? So I've used kits in the past, and I don't tend to sort of measure out, I just tend to do it by eye. So I've got there, so I'm going to go to about there with my paint. So I've got 4 parts of my medium. In goes my paint, so just pouring up, and I'm keeping an eye on where I need it to be. Okay, so that's good. I love this colour, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, it's all nice and metallic-y feel to it, isn't it? Stir that in. So let's get all my paint from there. Give that a nice stir. Beautiful teal colour. So really giving it a stir around. Need to get it in. The consistency we're going for is like a single cream, so that's a little bit thick at the moment. And what you do when it is thick is just have a little pipette of water beside you, and then just put a few drops in as we go, and then keep stirring through. Really easy to do, and it's worth, you know, getting this part right so that you've got the best results that you can get. So can you see that we're just got a nice consistency there? I'm just going to put 1 more drop of water in there, like that. So it's a nice consistency. Then if I bring in my other paints, so just check the consistency. If they've been sitting for a little while, then just have the water next to you and give them another little drop so that the consistency is really, really good. Let's pour, that one's quite thick, so we're pouring a little bit more water to get those nice and runny to consistency. They are a little bit thick, don't worry about it, you'll just get a thicker layer on your canvas, but what you want to do is you want to try and have the canvas moving as much as you can. Okay, so I've got my colours. Now you can put 2 to 3 drops of your silicone in there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the last one. Okay, put that to one side. Then you can stir around again. I don't give them a big stir because I like the silicone to kind of stay, you know, so it's not mixed in too much. So a little bit of a stir there. And then, so we want to see some really nice cells appearing there, and our white as well. Okay, so we're going to do a dirty pour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my empty cup here, like that. Let's move my canvas over there just for a minute. And then I'm going to decide what colours I'm going for. So I'm going to start with some white here, a little bit of white in. The white and black, depending on what way you want to go. So this time I'm going to have a white base. If you go for your black base, then you're going to obviously get a darker effect. But what I love about these different like pours is that if you use your white base, you're going to get a completely different pour to using the black. And you can use both of them together if you want to. I'm going to pop in 2 of the blues first of all, like that. So they're quite a different blue. And then I'm going to pour in some of this gorgeous metallic gold, just like that. And then I'm going to pour in some of the teal on top, like that. And then I'm going to go back with a little bit more white, just like that. Okay, so we've got our pour. What I like to do is you can either place your canvas over and then flip it over, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it on, but I'm going to do it in a circular motion, so it kind of like goes into a spiral. But what I first want to do is I want to add some of the white to my canvas. So as soon as my colour hits, it's going to have a flow to it. It's going to start to flow because it's got some white on there already. Okay, so just adding a little bit to the canvas first. There we go. So with the pour, starting in the middle, just doing it gently, we're going to start to pour and we're going to start to turn it just in little circular motions. And you'll see the colours that start to come here into this. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, like that. Then what we do is we take and we kind of keep going with your circular movement, and we're moving the canvas. Do you see these cells that are popping already because of the silicone? That is a really, really good quality set when your paints and your medium work together in such a way where you're getting the cells without even having to heat it. So let's go there. We'll start to go towards the edge of our canvas now. And if you want to, because I like that teal, I'm going to just place just a little drop more of my teal. Just there like that. So you can add to it and do whatever you would like with that. So we've got that teal going in there. So now what you want to do is you want to keep trying to do circular movements, but you don't want to lose too much of the paint before your canvas is completely covered. So you want it kind of going down the edges there, just like that. Oh, I love this. Let's just take that there. I'm going to get it all over my hands. You could wear gloves, but that would be too easy for me, wouldn't it? So let me just take that down to there, and then that last little bit on the corner there, give it a little shake to cover, and then that will go down the edges. So you could get a little spatula and you can just take that there. You can kind of just pat it down. You can also take what you've got perhaps in here and just pat the edges just like that. So you can cover any spaces that aren't covered. Look at these. I love these little cells. They're just popping beautifully. What a beautiful, beautiful set. There we go. And I'm just going to take a little bit there like that and then just pour. Just like that. And then I just want to make sure that that blends in a little bit. So lifting up and over. I love how that the teal green's going off the side there. That is beautiful. So then what we do is we take our heat gun, get it up to heat first. Now, as I say, we've got cells popping all over, but when you heat it, then you do get some more popping of the cells, which is great. So if you can see, you start getting these little pops of colour. There's nothing more satisfying than doing a paint pour and watching all of the different colours pop through. And I like how we've got a large element of a colour there, but look at the pop that you've got just on that piece. So really just going over it and making the silicone pop so that the cells, it's almost like a peacock, this part, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. This is such a fun thing to do, and if you're doing it and you've got like your children with you as well, they will absolutely love it, because as I say, you don't know what you're going to end up with, but whatever you do end up with is going to be so, so interesting. There's different ways of pouring as well. So we could pop a colander down and then pour the paints through that if you want to, and then you'll get like a spread out. You can do it where you're just doing lines of different colours and then letting them flow. But look at these cells now. Look now, the heat's on them. Look at them all go. Just stunning. And this is now having some cells popping through it. I'm just going to concentrate on this area just for a little bit to encourage those cells through. This is where the silicone reacts to the paints and the medium. This is how you get these little cells. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love the colours, love the flow. Just gorgeous. And the elements of the metallic gold as well that's in there is just beautiful. There. So there we have it. A really, really beautifully popped canvas, if you like. Cell pop canvas. And perhaps you will put on the comments what we'd like to call this, and we can name this one. All right, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you next week.